hypothesis video before I come back and do my review, because I want to see how my hypo holds up to my actual trading. So I have a set way of doing things in the morning on how I see the morning. My first thing is usually when I do my homework I do it the night before, but it doesn't matter, I can do it in the morning. I draw out the closing value and the opening swing value. I put a blue rectangle around both of them. I mark out from the 10 tick value area low and value area high here on the 5 tick. We are opening out of range and out of balance, as you can see. The market is gapped down. So what I'm looking for today, as per hypos, I'm looking for the market to find a seller. We have yesterday's value. Actually, here I want to put up something I don't have yet, which I usually do. Here it is, prior low, prior. Okay. What I'm looking for is the market to, in this case, because we were quite gapped down. My first hypo is, as we open here, I'm looking for the market to try to chop, push into yesterday's low. If it's successful, push up, and start to find a seller up here at 28 and 37. The market to push down, get out, and then walk towards today's gap. That's my hypo one. So I'm looking short here at 13.16, 13.28, and then my final target 13.37 will be the first zone. I'm looking short for the market to fall out and continue lower. That's hypo 1. Hypo 2 is, because we were essentially largely gapped down, looking for the market not to be able to even push higher. Chop here, maybe attempt the prior low, basically fall below this balance right here. Fall in, test it, and then walk itself to the other side of value here. Essentially fall to chop around and then trade out, using this as resistance. That's hypo 2. Hypo 3 is we could stay stagnant here, just chop around all day with a slight skew upwards towards prior balance. We have a large balance up here. Market could chop around. We also have a value area that the market has not touched yet. A point of control here, a naked point of control. But essentially today my position is looking short. I have targets here, here, and here that I want to get short in. That's my first hypo. Hypo 2 is market fails here, gets below and inside the IB high, fails to break back out, trades lower. Hypo 2. Hypo 3 is we chop around, test, and push back into prior day low and start to run our way up. That's hypo 3. This is my 3 hypos. So also I have a new goal. It's not a new goal, it's just a goal. It's this week's goal. I only take the only time I take trades is at the opening balance, higher opening balance, which is basically this value that's created here, the closing balance, value area low, value area high, value area low, or overextended moves away from the gap. Those are the only times I am executing for the original 2-lot position that I'm going to put on. And then if I add any of my positions, I want to make sure that they make sense and in the direction that it's protecting. This is my hypos. Nice little quick video. I'm going to add this to my review video to see how the market turned out. So remember, hypo 1 is a failure to push back into prior day low. Oh no, that is hypo 1. Yeah, failure to push back into prior day low, get down below this balance back in IV, and start to move itself in the direction of the gap. Hypo 1. Hypo 2 is the market protects here, pushes prior low gap, prior low, chops around, goes for value area low and closing value, and finds a seller up there for continuation. Hypo 2. Hypo 3 is the market chops around, pushes into prior low, tests it, and then takes off upwards. That's Hypo 3. That's the one that I'm not going to be short anymore. So Hypo 1, protect prior of the day low. I'm going to write that down too, just so I have it here also. But how long is that? 5 minutes, okay. And I will add this to my other video of 8/22/2016.